Hello again. We are moving on to the next unit, and we're going to start by talking about area. This is a concept that you've seen before. We're just going to review it really quick, and then we'll be done for today. This is lesson 8.1, so let's get started. First, I want to talk about an important note on units. We talk about measuring things in centimeters, and millimeters, and we know that there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter, but how many square millimeters are there in a square centimeter? We know that 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, like I said, so a square centimeter is going to be 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, but that can also be said as being 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters, which I've drawn inside that little square, and as you can see, that's 100 square millimeters. So even though I'm multiplying by 10 to get from centimeters to millimeters, I have to multiply by 100 to get from square centimeters to square millimeters. And in the same way, if I wanted to convert from kilometers to meters, I would multiply by 1,000. But to convert from square kilometers to square meters, I would have to multiply by 1,000 and then 1,000 again for each dimension in that square. So a square kilometer would be the same as 1,000,000 square meters. All right, and so here's some basic area formulas. You've seen them before. Area of a rectangle is going to be length times width. Area of a parallelogram is going to be base times height. Area of a triangle is going to be half of the base times the height. A trapezium, which you may have formerly called a trapezoid, but just get used to both of those. The IB word is trapezium. That's going to be 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height, or the average of the bases times the height. A circle, pi r squared, and I think we've seen all of those. So here's a quick example. We're finding the area of that shape, and I've included some of the shapes that I've just mentioned. There's a triangle that has base 2 and height 4, so the area is going to be half of 2 times 4, which is 4 square centimeters. The rectangle is 5 centimeters by 4 centimeters, so it has an area of 20. Then there's a semicircle on the other end. It has a radius of 2, so the circle would be pi times 2 squared, or pi times 4, but since it's only half a circle, it's going to be half times pi times 4. That's going to be 2 pi square centimeters, and then that little rectangle that's cut out of the whole shape, that has a length of 2 and a width of 1, so the area of that is 2. So I'm going to add together all the purple stuff and subtract out the white stuff, and I will get a total of 22 plus 2 pi square centimeters. And like I was saying before, if I wanted to convert this to square millimeters, I would have to multiply the whole thing by 100, not just 10. So the area in square millimeters would be 2200 plus 200 pi square millimeters. So that's area. You've seen it all before. It's just a bit of a review before we move on. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will see you tomorrow.